Hồi xưa mẹ con làm cô giáo á, mẹ con nói là lúc mà cái thời chiến tranh á là sư tử với lại con cọp ở đây là chỉ cho ăn rau muống thôi, có đúng không? Another day here in Saigon, and I'm going to take you to an island today.
Novus Fukuok?
Close. Alright, this doesn't feel like Saigon anymore, right? Believe it or not, Tanda Island, Bình Quý, is actually the same district as landmark Vien Homes. Can you believe it? Again, this is still Saigon, and there are places in Saigon where coconuts just grow on trees like that.
That's one of the fossils I have.
Feels like we're back in the Mekong Delta, right? If you can climb up and get one, then it's yours. Man, this feels like we're back in Gò Công.
Thì anh muốn nổi tiếng trên mạng đó, anh muốn đưa lên mạng tại vì anh muốn thành người nổi tiếng mà.
Tại sao?
Thì anh mới thích nổi tiếng.
It's like a Dorito.
You can actually eat it?
Yes, it's like a Dorito. Love this. So you have two options for dipping sauces, which is everything. This fermented fish and a regular fish sauce, which is sweetened and also has added chilies. I'm going to do the fermented one first. In fact, we met a giant gourami just a few days ago in the Mekong Delta. Wow. Dragon bean. Nice.
Yeah.
Can you get frog like that in Germany? Grilled frog like that?
Mm-mm. You can catch them yourself, but it's illegal. And guess what my dad and his friends did? They caught them and they grilled them.
So another thing you can do is go to Thao, Vien, the Saigon Zoo. Wow. They're definitely drinking well. My mom has a picture of herself here as a teacher at the zoo here, all the way from Biên Hòa. So it's one of the places that whenever I go, I think about my mom, especially when I think of Ferris wheels. And I think the best part of this is that if you live in these apartments right there, you can actually have a giraffe view. I would love that actually.
Con cao cổ.
Hu cao cổ. Hu cao cổ basically means a long-necked deer.
Oh.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Elephant in Vietnamese.
Con voi.
Yay! You got one finally. Wow, I don't remember this display, this exhibit. Wow.
Cái khu vực này là mới rồi, lâu rồi, lâu rồi đó. Không nhớ là chưa này bao giờ. Tại vì em đi mà em không nhớ làm sao mà em.
Wow, all these deer, what the hell? Landmark deer. All the way down here you see a cassowary. Wow, never seen one in my entire life, in real life. A deer with a cow's head, interesting. I did not know wildebeest in Vietnamese, interesting.
Còn cái khu vực này là thành lập năm 1864.
864? Cái này nè. Chú làm này bao lâu rồi?
24 năm rồi.
24 năm đây luôn? Wow, là lâu đài này của chú này đúng không?
Đúng rồi.
Wow.
Cái khu biệt thự này là của chú mà.
Vậy là mấy con này chú trách nhiệm hết trong đây?
Đúng rồi. Chú hoàn toàn chịu trách nhiệm.
Wow.
Đó.
Nhưng mà lâu nếu mà cái sừng nó rớt ra mình có hay đem về được không?
Mình sẽ nộp cho công ty.
Chứ mình không nhét cho túi đem về được không?
Nó dài vậy sao nhét? Nhiều lúc muốn nhét đó mà nhét chỗ nào?
Mẹ con nói là lúc mà cái thời chiến tranh á là sư tử với lại con cọp ở đây là chỉ cho ăn rau muống thôi, có đúng không?
Thì đúng rồi, tại vì cái thời đó khổ lắm.
Là không có thịt để cho ăn luôn.
Đúng, rất là khổ. Nhưng mà mày ở Cali hay là Chicago
ở bên Cali, miền Nam Cali.
Miền Nam Cali hả? Chứ đừng ở Texas với Chicago, tao chán.
Tại sao?
Tại vì những cái chỗ đó nó không có ngon lành bằng Cali.
The suggestion box is actually An ant farm. Cool. So even if you don't like zoos or animals, I don't know how you cannot like animals. The Saigon Zoo actually is a relic of the past. It's one of the oldest zoos in the world, French built, and a nice stroll. For 60,000 dong, it's a great deal. Let's go look at the reptiles now. What do you call a python in Vietnamese?
Con rắn, python.
No, it's actually called con trăng. Ah, see, con trăng is a python. It's not a rang, okay? It's a python. Whoa, this is a big one, but so far, it seems like the reptile house is the Burmese python house because that's all we've seen. Just Burmese pythons. Also at the zoo, yep, you gotta be careful about the pickpockets, okay, at the zoo. That's an iguana. That's a basilisk. Some of the setups are actually pretty decent, but others are pretty crappy, so I don't understand it. There's so much potential here, look, with all the plants and just the curve, the shape of the reptile house, so much potential. They can do so much better. So many iguanas, why? There is so much potential here. I wish there would be more species and just better tanks overall. It has so much potential. The enclosures are massive. Please, Saigon Zoo, if anybody's watching, let me be the curator of the reptile house. Please, just give me a few $1 million. I can transform this place. Something more than just iguanas. Have you ever seen a zoo with this many iguanas? Seriously, just so many iguanas. So many iguanas. I never knew this animal existed, guys. This is some kind of like cross evolution here. Look at this, guys.
Looks like a rat.
It looks like a rat and a porcupine mixed together. Wow, that is some Pokemon. Beep, right there. Amazing. I never knew this animal existed in my entire life. And that's why I love the animal kingdom. You don't know what you're gonna see. Wow. Amazing. Well, that's where you're going tomorrow. That's it, guys. Tomorrow is Joe's last video. I mean, last day in Vietnam, but also the last video. Goodbye.
For now. For now.
Look at this fancy place. Wow. So fancy. Wow. Whiskey coffee? Wow. Look at this. Hey, oh yeah. Look at this. Wow. A coffee with gold. Wow. Water. Wow. Fancy water. Look at this. Look at this water, guys. 160,000 dong for water. Wow. And they even have a French guy working here. Wow. 80,000. It's 4 times more expensive than, because this is a very fancy place. Look at where we are, Chao. Look. Whoa, so fancy. This is definitely more American prices, fancy American prices for sure. Yeah, it's kind of expensive, but so fancy. Look outside. Ooh. I don't know how much this costs because if I need to ask, I can't afford it, so they won't tell me. That's a piece of gold in your A coffee?
That's cheap.
It's like pyrite, probably.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful. Don't drop the cup, we can't afford to pay for it.
Yes, it tastes like egg. Coffee. Nice.
Does it taste better in such a fancy cup?
Cup tastes like cup.
But fancier.
Yeah, fancy cup. Fancy cup.
So right, so look at this. This is my drink. Yeah. Whoa, so fancy. Ooh, wow, so nice. Ooh. It's got an actual beet in it. I ordered a beetroot mix. The truth is, this is quite expensive for Vietnam, but it's cheap if you compare it to Starbucks, European places in LA. You can't get this for like $5 in a place like this in Europe or in LA. So this is great and all, but let's go somewhere that's a little bit more our style.
You say it's very good, huh?
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Doesn't taste like earth.
Merci. Okay, and then right outside of this fancy place is this place, our next destination. Yeah. Here's a menu that we can afford. And it has everything. Right behind us is the Runam Cafe. We literally just stepped outside 5 steps and we just sat down at Cafe Butt. This is called Cafe Butt. You ever heard of it before?
No.
Cafe Butt. Like butt on the ground. They have these little sheets, these nylon polyester sheets or something or another. And you just sit and eat some of these sunflower seeds and you get drinks. We got some simui tak and we got some dame, which is my favorite. So go ahead, try it.
It smells so good.
Smells so good, yeah.
Duck.
Tak calamansi.
Yeah.
And I got the tamarind. Okay, let's compare prices real quick. This is these two 50,000. This is also 25,000. That was 75,000. Compared to about 300,000 in there for the 2 drinks. But again, different environment, different people. I prefer both. I like both. What about you?
I'm happy to be outside. I like the duality of Saigon. You can go into a fancy place and then just step out, sit here.
Exactly.
I like them both.
I like them both too. I hate how people say, "Oh, this is better." No, they're both excellent. I mean, and it's tough to compare because on some days you want something fancy, right? Mm-hmm. Other days you just want to chill and relax. If it's hot and humid, I'd rather be inside. I'm sorry, but tonight is actually a very nice night here in Saigon.
Before it was hot.
And another popular thing that young people eat these days is called lak, soy lak, kok lak, fruits that they shake up, lak, right? And they mix with some fish sauce, some spicy chilies, and ooh, this looks good. This was 25,000. Come on. Wow. Something about fish sauce. Something about fish sauce with fruits. Wow.